What's up? What's up? What's up? I hope all of you are doing well. I know all of you are doing well now that you have graced this channel. Before I get started, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to click that little notification bell, and please make sure you have your notifications set so that you can be notified every time I upload a new video. So, guys, I wanted to talk to you about life imitating art. Now, when we look at a piece of art or artifacts or hieroglyphs or whatever, any type of artwork, art deals with symbol. And the reason symbolism is so important is because it is a sacred language that speaks to the subconscious mind. I'm going to say that again. Symbolism and art speaks to the subconscious mind. Symbolism and art speaks to the subconscious mind. So when you see something like the woman and the child, small child, when you see that, consciously you're looking at a figure. But subconsciously, you have taken in the universe and mankind. This is why art is so important to culture. I was watching a YouTuber. I really love her frame of thought. But I was watching her channel, and she showed two pieces of artwork that is now on, that's now in the forefront. That has been on the cover of major magazines, and it is portraying. The artwork is portraying the woman, the melanated woman, in a certain type of way. And I'm going to show you these two art pieces, and I'm going to show you the artist, both artists that created these pieces. This was on the cover of Time magazine. I want you to look at this picture really good. You guys excuse me, I'm outside, I'm on my balcony, so there may be a glare. Okay? Now I want you to look at her phenotype. Look at her skin complexion and look at the colors. And apparently she has a child that's not there. Look at her face. Just take a good look. Now, when you look at this picture, you say to yourself, this is just a reflection of the times. But subconsciously, what you are seeing, what you are looking at, is a woman that is in red, and red represents the masculine energy. So you see this woman clothed in her masculine energy, who looks like she can be the modern day representation of a Negro slave woman. On her face is pain, anguish. She looks like she's praying over the child. And the child is absent, missing, doesn't exist. So what you see with your subconscious mind is the dark-skinned woman being attached to struggle. We are the face of struggle, of anguish, of pain. This is the cover of Rolling Stone. You see her with her red shoes? Now, instead of the artist making, this all inclusive, she's got people behind her. Why wasn't she in the audience, and why wasn't everybody holding hands? Why didn't everybody have their fist up? There's whites, there's blacks behind her. Little boy back there with kinky hair is no justice, no peace. Why wasn't she in the crowd? Why was she at the forefront with her red shoe? There with her male child behind her. Look at the phenotype. You, me, black woman, melanated woman, we are the face of the masculine energy. We are the face of struggle. She has on red shoes. She is walking in her masculinity. See, this is not just a picture. These are not just images that is showing the signs of the times. This is connecting the darker skinned woman to the essence of struggle. And because 74% of black households are being led like this, life imitates art. Life imitates art. And as long as we are complicit, and as long as we capitulate with this narrative, we will be seen as unworthy of provision and protection. And we will be the ones on the front lines. And we will be seen as masculine women and women who have spiritual penises. I want you to also, excuse me, I want you to also take an interesting look at the lives, excuse me, my nose ring, you guys, at the lives of, excuse me, y'all, my nose ring, I'm not digging in my nose. But I want you to look at the artist, because they deserve some credit, right, for their artwork. But the artist who drew this picture, this is who he's with. And the artist who drew this picture, this is who he's with. So you have to question, why have you attached a certain phenotype and a certain hue to the struggle when you are paired and married to the polar opposite of that? What are you really trying to say? What are you implying when you portray images like this, when you draw images like this? Because if life imitates art and you are not paired as melanated men with women that you admire so much, that are coming out in the forefronts and are out there rooting for you and protecting you, and you glorify this so much to where you want to portray it in pictures and have everybody in awe, but you're married to the polar opposite of that. What are you really saying? And why are you saying it? Because if this is how you really feel, being paired with women who look the polar opposite of what you have portrayed out there, then you are in my from my perspective, that these women, these particular type, this particular hue of woman is the representation of struggle. That hue, that skin tone is the representation of struggle. And the further and further you can get away from that, the further and further you can get into the acceptance of a life that is totally the polar opposite of struggle. And this is why dark-skinned women, this is no disrespect to any other woman, because I know there have been people of all skin colors, all skin types. Like I said, the picture on the Rolling Stone magazine showed that there were people of all races and of all colors that are out there, but the black woman and her child with no man was out in the forefront. It was a reason for that. This was not by accident. And this is why we have to detach ourselves from the way we portray ourselves out in the forefront. Feminine energy is not an active energy. It's not a red type energy. Red is connected to the masculine. If we want to revolutionize and make changes, the way that women are supposed to handle that is in a very passive way, through the subconscious mind, in a way to where we take our active energy and activate it from within us. And we go deep inside into deep transformation through our spiritual faculties. To where we can bring wisdom and beauty and transform in that way, in that aspect. That is how we revolutionize change. We revolutionize change through the subconscious mind. It is the masculine's job, the masculine energy that goes out on the forefront and fight and protect and provide. We nurture. We bring nature and beauty through an internal transformation and bring it out into fruition to provocate change. That is our role. And this is why the detachment from the struggle, the detachment, the complete detachment from the darker hue is what men like this want to get away from. They capitalize off of it. But in their real lives, they run from it. And as long as we accept our hue as the epitome of struggle and pain, this is what we are going to continue to get. And if we don't completely shut down our womb center to not give access to men who look at us as nothing but struggle, we're going to continue to produce the type of men that look at us in this way. And I'm calling for women, especially women of my hue, to remain passive. I'm not saying that you cannot voice yourselves, but it is the way that we're doing it. We're portrayed as so masculine. These pictures are so obvious. We're being portrayed as masculine women. Men basically without a phallus, who don't need provision, who don't need protection, who are going to get out here and fight the Wakanda women. And this is what people don't realize about that word, Wakanda. It has absolutely nothing to do with warrior women. The word Wakan means spirit. Spiritual is a feminine attribute. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. That is the feminine aspect of divine, of divinity. Our spiritual revolution will cause an active revolution from the masculine. And this is how we are supposed to conduct ourselves in the world. We remain in our energy. And internalize what is going on to where we revolutionize from within ourselves and we exude that out because we are just that powerful. We don't have to lift the finger for change. We don't have to be out in the forefront for change. That's not our way. But if we continue with these narratives, our life is going to continue to exhibit this art, and we will continue to be capitalized on, but looked over when it is time for mate selection. Because you are so masculine that you won't allow a man to fight for you, to protect and provide for you, because you're too busy doing it for yourself. So you will be the mule. You will be the mule of the melanated community with no reward but a struggle image to take to your grave. I'm going to go ahead and end this video. I hope this video was helpful and informative. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'm going to love you for now. I'm going to leave you for now, excuse me. But I will be holding on to your love. Connect to your femininity, women. That's the only way that we can reverse this curse. Bye.